you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are. You are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness, my God, that is who you are.
The church say amen.
Amen.
We live by that song. That song gets me every time. Truly, He is everything that we need. Amen. Hey, I don't know about nobody else, but He's always been my way maker. Yes, He has. When I couldn't see my way, He was right there. Working it out for me. I thank Him for it every day. We thank, oh God, for this wonderful opportunity to stand before His people once again and share His word with them. Thank God for my wife and her absence. And we thank the Lord for the church for inviting her once again. And this time we're not going to prolong the service. We're looking at one verse, St. John chapter 3, and verse 16. St. John chapter 3, and verse 16. If you have it, say amen.
Amen.
If you don't have it, say hold on. St. John chapter 3, verse 16. Very familiar verse.
Yes,
Being Father's Day, we're going to talk about the best father in the world. Amen.
Amen. Jesus Christ.
Amen. St. John chapter 3, verse 16 reads, For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Let us pray. Dear Father, we thank and we praise You once again for this glorious opportunity to stand before this Your people. And as always, oh Father, we ask You to hide us behind the cross and they want to hear and see You. Father God, that You will get the glory, honor, and the praise out of everything that is said and done here. Father God, touch our hearts and our minds. Lord God, help us to stay in tune with You. And Father God, help us to hear from You. Father God, we pray that You would just bless this word to go out and accomplish that which You sent it out to accomplish and will not return void. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
We want to talk to you a little while from the subject of Father's love. A Father's love. As we look at this one verse, this one verse has a whole lot in it when you read it. It says, For God so loved this world. And if you look at the world that we live in, sometimes you ask yourself the question, how can God love this world? With all of the problems, with all of the issues, with all of the bad stuff that goes on, you ask yourself the question, how can God love this world? But then you got to realize one thing, you are a part of this world.
Amen.
The Bible says we are in this world, but we are not of this world. But you're still here. So when you ask the question, how can God love this world, you still asking, how can God love me? When you look in the mirror and you look at some of the stuff that you said and the places that you've gone and the things that you've done, it makes you wonder, how can God love somebody like me? You say, well, Pastor, we talking about Father's Day, so am I. I'm talking about the Father that rivals all fathers.
Oh, yeah.
And if you got your teaching from this Father, you are a good Father.
Oh, yeah.
All I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
He loved us enough. In spite of who we are, in spite of the things that we've done, He looked past all of our faults and He sees our needs. But the problem is us, we can't look past other folks' faults to see their needs. Oh, that was a little bit too heavy. I'm sorry. I think I'm, like Pastor Freeman would say, y'all will catch it when you get out there in the car. And one more thing I forgot to let Louis Whitman know before I go any further. Mother Freeman sends her love to Louis Whitman at the church. Let you all know she said hello. Amen. I don't want to forget that. God loves all of us. In spite of our mistakes, in in spite of the things that we do, the Father still loves us.
Oh, yeah.
He created all of us.
Oh, yeah.
He already know what you're going to say before you even say it.
Amen.
He know what you're going to do before you even do
Yes,
it.
yes.
Why? Because he created you.
Amen.
He said, you know, it's funny. One man said that the Lord knows how many strands of hair you got on your head.
Yes.
Regardless if it ain't as much as it used to be, he still knows exactly how much is up there. Why? Because he made you. He knows all about you. It said he so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son.
Oh, yeah.
He gave the best that he had.
Oh, yeah.
He gave us the best he had to offer. So what is our problem when it comes to giving God of ourselves?
Oh, yeah.
For some reason, we can't give God the best.
Oh, yeah.
We always give God what's left over. After I ran the streets, after I've done this and I've done that and I went over here, been over there, we drag in the church on Sunday morning. We barely praise the Lord and then we drag back out of here. But for some reason, we get some strength from somewhere after church is over.
All right, now.
We got the strength to go home and clean. We got the strength to cook. We got the strength to go party. We got the strength to hang out with our friends. We got the strength to go shopping. But for some reason, while you were in church, you didn't have the strength to praise God. You didn't have the strength to move. It's amazing to me.
All right.
You got the strength to do everything else,
All right.
but give God praise. It's amazing to me because He's the one
All right.
that gave you the strength to get on the good foot in the club. He gave you the strength to go to work each and every day. He gave you the strength to go up and down the aisles at Walmart. He gave you the strength to go back and forth to the mall. It was God that did it. Why is it that you got a problem with praising the God that gave you the strength to do all
All
of
right.
it?
All right.
Oh, help us, Holy Ghost.
Come on.
He says he gave us the very best that he had.
All right.
And he said the requirement was whosoever believeth in him. I told him in Sunday school class, we have a problem with believing in God because we can't see God. The children of Israel wanted a king so bad. Why? Because I want something I can see. I want somebody I can touch. I want somebody I can walk up to and talk to. I gotta have something that I can see. I need something tangible. The problem is, I tell folk all the time, I may not can see him,
Well,
but every now and then,
right.
I feel him moving
Yeah.
in my soul.
Yeah.
That lets me know that there really is a God somewhere.
Right.
You can't see the wind, but you see the effects of the wind.
Right.
So therefore I know that there's a wind stirring out there. Every now and then I can feel the cool breeze of God blowing over me.
Right.
You ever been through some stuff sometime and you just don't know which way to turn? But all of a sudden you feel some arms wrap around you and somebody whisper in your ear that everything is going to be all right. That's the kind of Father that I serve.
Right.
So we look at Luke chapter 15. We look at the story of the prodigal son. I ain't picking on nobody. I ain't trying to go in nobody's house. This ain't got nothing to do with me. If this fits your house, work with it. And the old saying said, the shoe fit well.
Right.
This young man was in his father's house.
Oh, yeah.
He got what I like to call the big head syndrome. Because you know nothing in this world belongs to us.
All right.
Not even us.
All right.
He just loaned you this body.
Yeah.
He just loaned you the stuff that you have, but none of it belongs to you.
All right.
So, this young man came to his father one day. He said, I want you to give me all a portion of the good that belongs to me. And like I told the children in Sunday school class, sometimes God will give you stuff to show you that you don't need it. You've been begging for it all this time, and God is still telling you, you don't need it. So they leave it alone. You don't need it. You don't need no new car. The car you got is fine. Drive it. No, I want that Mercedes. I got to have it.
Right.
You don't need it.
All right.
You don't need it, nor do you have the funds to pay for it. And the maintenance on it is a doozy. So you can't do that.
All right.
But you still want it. So you say, you know what, some days I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you this Mercedes just to show you that you don't need it. She gets the Mercedes. She's happy. She brings it home to mama. Mama, look at my car. You know, I got my new car. I ain't need no help. Daddy didn't have to help me. You didn't have to help me. I went on out there and I got it on my own. And now she driving. Get halfway down the road. Bam! Somebody hit her. My Lord. Mercedes messed up. She called crying, Mama, my car. And I tore my car. She called her daddy. Daddy, my car tore up. Mom and daddy coming down trying to help out. Then they send you the bill for your car. She really started crying then. Lord, why did I even get this car? I wish I'd have never got this car off the lot. My daddy told me that you did not need to get the. Do you see me and your mama driving a Mercedes? We didn't need that, and neither do you. You wouldn't listen. Now you stuck with it. $32,000 bill to fix this Mercedes Benz that you got to put them fancy rims back on there that you bought too. You forgot you had them on there. Yeah, you got to replace all of that. Yeah. And now you're griping and complaining, Mama, I should have never got. Yeah, we told you that. God told you that too. You don't remember? Remember McNeil was standing there telling you not to get that Mercedes Benz, but you had to get it. Sometimes God will give you stuff just to show you you don't need it. Every time Israel asked for a king, he gave it to them to show them that they didn't need it. Because what happened, they kept getting in trouble. Amen. The kings were hard taskmasters and treated them wrong. God was trying to tell you, you got a king. Look at me. I'm your king. I'm all you need. The young boy got all this stuff, and he hit the road. And he went and did everything he thought he was big and bad enough to do. Young folk, old folk, you need to understand, because some of the old folk mind be slipping and we don't remember this. Everybody is not your friend. Some folks just want to be around you because of who you are and what you got and what they can get out of you. So the whole entire time he was rich, he had friends. He was the life of the party. Everywhere he went, he was buying setups for everybody, making sure everybody was covered. He was paying for all the tabs, buying the food, everything. And as long as he was doing that, everybody was right there. All of a sudden, times got hard. And when times got hard, at least he had enough sense to go try to get a job. Some of us can't even spell job. We say go get a J-A-B. Not no J-A-B, it's J-O-B. But like my pastor used to say, you need to get a J-O-B so you can E-A-G before you was it D-A-D or D-I-D? That's what he said, before you die. So you got to make sure you have all that stuff. So he got him a job. And wasn't much of a job. He got him a job and he was out there feeding the swine. While he was out there feeding the swine, they eating all that slop, and he looking at them like, man, I'm hungry. You got to be mighty hungry, standing in a hog pen, smelling all this stuff, and you want to eat it. You got to be really out of your mind to really want to eat that. But that man was just that hungry. And then his mind started wondering. And he started thinking about when I was back at home with my dad. He said, when I was at home, I didn't have to worry about nothing. I ate every day as much as I wanted to. I had clean clothes. I had something to ride in. I had a roof over my head. I had everything I needed. Long as I was with the Father. The Father provided for me. See, some of us don't understand when we stray off from God and we want to do our own thing and we want to do stuff that we think that was big and bad enough to do. You forget the fact that it was God that was taking care of you all those years and providing for you to be able to do what you were doing. We forget that it was Him. So we stray away and we think it's us. Well, I graduated from college. I got a PhD. I can do all of this. I can do it. I did it. I was the one that put myself through school. No, baby, it was not you. When you pulled them all nighters and your eyes could barely stay open, that was God. When you sat down at the test and your mind went blank, but you was able to recall the stuff back, that was God. That had nothing to do with you. That was Him. When you were able to walk across that stage and get that PhD, that was God that blessed you to be able to do that. It had nothing to do with you. It was all about Him. Young man, start thinking. Around verse 17, and it says, and when he came to himself, he said, how many hired servants of my father's have bread enough and to spare, and I perish with hunger? He said, I will arise and go to my father, and will say unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before thee, and I'm no more worthy to be called thy son. Make me as one of thy hired servants. And as you keep reading, verse 20 says he was on his way back home. And his father was sitting on the porch and he looked out. And he saw his son far off. Most fathers would be like, that ain't no joke here now. Broke, busted, and disgusted. Now you coming back home. Want me to take care of you, but I told you not to go out there anyway. Now you out there and you ain't got nothing, and you're dragging back to the house. You know, I told Deacon Wembley, you know, their Father Day. They take us out to eat today, we'll be able to get in there. Now, if it was Mother's Day, you wouldn't find a seat nowhere. Because today, Father's Day, you'd be able to go in there. We go to Texas Roadhouse right now, we'll find all the seats we want. No problem. Because everybody think Dad is hard. Think Dad is a rough. And you know, the thing is, we got to be some kind. You know, sometimes Mama is real
Crazy.
soft. She real soft, and Mama, you know your mama gonna hear that video, right? I ain't got nothing to do with that. Anyway, Mama is soft sometimes. And kids kind of cling more to Mama than they do Dad. But today, with it being Father's Day, I found a good story about a good father. That even though my son messed up, and even though he did everything I told him not to do, I still love him. Even though he was gone and he was doing it, I couldn't stop loving him to save my life. I loved him even while he was out there in his sins. If you look at the book of Romans right quick, look over there in Romans chapter 5. In Romans chapter 5, he said, but he in verse 8 said, but God commended his love toward us, and that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. He said, I can't stop loving you. I made you. I know all about you. Because of that, I can't stop loving you. I know that you're not perfect and you don't do everything that I tell you to do, but I can't stop loving you. That's something to understand and know. When somebody loves you unconditionally, in spite of what you do, God still loves us. You might have been doing it 16 years, but God still loves you. Reverend, I just don't understand how you can use somebody like me. I was a pimp. I was a drug addict. I was selling this and doing that. I went to this place and that place. How can he love me? I promise you. God looks past all of your faults. And he sees your needs. If God can love you in spite of it, why can't he use you? I tell the Lord all the time, Lord, I don't know what it is that made you call me to preach. But I'm going to keep on preaching until heaven get to me. I'm going to keep on preaching till I can't do it no more. When I'm laying on my deathbed, the last thing I want to be doing is preaching your word. Why? Because you called a wretch undone like me to do your will. And I know that if you can call me to do it, you can call anybody else. Amen. So the father saw his son a long way off. Ran up, fell on his neck and kissed him. His son said, Daddy, no, I'm not worthy to even be called your son. I'm not worthy for you to do anything for me. Just make me a servant. That's all I want to do. You ain't even got to restore me back to where I was. Just make me a high servant. I'll be satisfied. The father said, no. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear what you've done. I don't want to hear where you've been. None of that stuff is important. The best thing is that you were lost and now you're found. The best thing is you had enough sense to come back over here and get it all right. And because you had enough sense to do that, put a ring on his finger. Put a robe on his back. Put some new sandals on his feet. We finna have a good time in the Lord. Why? Because my son that was lost has now been found. It's nothing like having the Father's love. So, Reverend, I really don't understand that story. Well, that's all right. I got another one for you. Look at Hosea chapter 1. I'm going to do this real quick so y'all got to catch this train now. It's getting ready to pull out the station. If you look at Hosea chapters 1, 2, and 3, we talk about a young man by the name of Hosea. God told Hosea, I want you to take a wife of Hodor and marry her. I want to teach the children of Israel something. Hosea, I can imagine in my sanctified imagination, Hosea was like, really? You want me to do what now? I want you to go marry that woman that's standing out there on that corner. I want you to go marry that lady that's out there that's not living right, that's not doing what she's supposed to be doing. I got to prove a point to the children of Israel that in spite of their sin, I still love them. In spite of their mistakes, I still love them. I need you to go out there and I need you to get off that street. So Hosea went and found a beautiful woman that was standing out there, long black pretty hair, nice figure. Hosea walked up to her, said, I want you to be my wife. And for some crazy reason, she said yes. They got married. It was a whirlwind love affair. They get married. Hosea bring her back to the house. Not shortly after they got married, she had a son. And after she had that son, everything was still okay. And after that, stuff started to change. Hosea started, as one preacher said, it was starting to be a whole lot of visitors coming around the house. And he was trying to figure out what was really going on. And all of a sudden, she became in a motherly way again. And Hosea had a daughter. He said, okay, we'll let this ride. I think it's mine, but it may not be mine, because I know what's going on. So after a while, it got to the point to where Gomer was less and less around the house, and he kind of figured out that she was going back to her old profession and applying her old trade. And so she got pregnant again. She had another boy. He named him Lower Me. He said, that ain't no kin of mine. He knew then, this one ain't got nothing to do with me. You've been gone a lot, and I'll never see you. There ain't no way this could be mine. So after a while, Gomer decided she was going to leave. She got up, she left, she was gone a long time. But he never stopped loving her. I can imagine at night he could still hear a voice whispering in his ear. I can imagine he could still see her walking around the house, fixing dinner. I can imagine in my sanctified imagination that he could still smell her perfume in the house. He never stopped loving her. And one day he told the children, I need y'all to go check on my mama and see how she's doing. They went down there and they came back with a sad report that mama was on the slave block and she was going to be sold into domestic capacity because mama didn't look like she used to look no more. Her black hair wasn't all black no more. Hair a little gray in there. Her shape wasn't like it used to be. Things had changed. So Hosea asked him, well, how much is it to get her back? He said it's going to be 15 pieces of silver and a homer and a half of barley. I can imagine in my mind the preacher went in the barn and got his wagon out and put the homer and a half of barley in the wagon. I can imagine him going into the drawer in his room and getting the 15 pieces of silver out. And I can see him getting on that wagon, riding on down to the Times Square to get his wife. When he got down there, I can imagine in his mind, he was saying, I know she's going to want to explain everything, but I don't want to hear that. Ain't none of that important. He got down there and he bought her back. She said, why, Hosea, would you buy me back? After all I've done, after all I did to you, after I strayed away and I did, he said, I don't want to hear it. None of that's important. And what I love about the Father, he don't want to hear about all that stuff. All he wants to hear you is say, I want to be saved.
Oh, yeah.
I want to get back in fellowship with you. That's all he wants to hear. So Gomer and Hosea got back together. And he said, you going home with me. And you going to stay with me and I'm going to stay with you. He said, because I can't stop loving you. And I'm here to tell you, God is telling us that I can't stop loving you. Because if God had stopped loving us, think about where we would be right now. If we had stayed out there and he stopped loving us, we'd be dead and gone right now. But because he still loved us, and because of the fact that he looked beyond all of our faults and he saw all of our needs, and I thank God that he looked past all of what McNeil had going on, and he looked past all the mistakes that McNeil had made. He looked past all of the stuff that McNeil had said, and he said, I still got need of you. I still love you. McNeil, I can't stop loving you to save my own life. He said, I can't stop loving you. And when I think about that, I got to tell you that sometimes when we try to do God's will, you got folks that always got something to say. You think about the older brother when the little brother came back and they had the party for him and everything, the big brother got mad. He said, now why are you having a party for him? And he the one that messed up and so went out there, spent all your money and did this, that, and the other. You had a party for him? What kind of stuff is this? And daddy said, I love you. You will always be with me. You've always done what I asked you to do. He said, but your brother, I love him dearly. He was lost, now he's found. He came back home. I love him, and I'm going to take care of him. I'm going to stick with him just like I stuck with you. And the thing I love about God, God sticks with me just like he sticks with you. Even though people have made mistakes, God still loves them. He still walks with them. He still covers them. He still keeps them. Glad God still loves me. Anybody want to celebrate Father's Day, celebrate the best father in the world. Because if it had not been for that Father who gave us his only begotten Son that died on the cross for our sins, he took up on all that we had done. And he took it to the cross. He carried it for us. Well, Louis Wimberly, the clock on the wall says that's all. It's been real fun. Reverend McNeil, got around.
Well,
see you later. Alligator. And after a while, crocodile.
well,
But can I tell y'all about a story about the love of my Father? There was a conference called in heaven about the fate of man. They had the seraphims on one side, the cherubims on the other side. Time and justice sat right here, and grace and mercy sat on this side. God sat at the head of the table, and Jesus sat on the other side. Justice stood up and said, I believe that we need to stop playing with man. And you need to go ahead on and give man justice. And allow us to judge him on right and wrong. God said, well, if that's what you feel, he said, well, let's go on. And then justice said to time, I need your help. And time said, well, I second the motion. That we give man no more time. It's time to give him justice. It's time to judge him, and it's time to get rid of him. But I heard old man Mercy stand up and said, no. I believe man just needs a little more mercy.
Yeah.
I know he done messed up. I know he done done some stuff wrong. But I believe if you just give a man just a little more mercy, everything will be all right. Grace stood up, said, I second the motion. But can I add a substitute motion to the one that you just made? Will Jesus go down and redeem man from his sin? That sinless Lamb of God that we call Jesus. Will you sit him down to redeem man back to you? Jesus stood up. He said, just prepare me a body and I'm willing to go down and redeem man back to you. God said, you got to understand and know they're going to talk about you. They're going to spit on you. They're going to call you all kinds of names. But I'm wondering right now, are you willing to go down? Jesus said, I'm going to deliver man back to you. I'm going in spite of everything he's done. I'm going because I love him. I'm going because I know that no matter what he does, he still understands and knows that I am the Father of all fathers. I am way out of nowhere. Came down through 42 generations. And he died on the cross for our sins. That we might have a right to the tree of life. I just strive every day to be as good of a father as he is. I try to love my children just the way God loved me. I try to look beyond what they do and realize that you know what? You made mistakes before. You've done some stuff before. And if God can look past all you done, why can't you look past them? Father, love. Ain't you glad that he loves you? Ain't you glad that he keeps you? Ain't you glad that he holds you in the hollow of his hand? A father that really cares. That gave his only begotten son. That whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Those are the churches.